today I'm here to help you with your Introduction to Multiplication and Division workbook. If you don't have your workbook out right now, you need to pause the video and go get it. Today we're going to be working on the repeated addition and repeated subtraction input page. It looks like this. Okay, so hopefully you're on the right page already. Please get your pen or pencil and we will get started. So I just want to remind you, we talked about this at the very beginning of this workbook. Multiplication is repeated addition and division is repeated subtraction. So this page is just an opportunity for us to review that and look at what it means when we're working with models. All right, now we're ready to get started. So the first sentence on here, multiplication is repeated. Hopefully you already know what should go in the blank. Addition, that's right. So multiplication is repeated addition. That means adding up numbers multiple times. 3 times 2 is just adding 2 plus 2 plus 2. 100 times 37 is adding 37 plus 37 plus 37 plus 37 100 times. You could definitely solve a problem like that. It would take a long time, which is why we use multiplication. But really, it's important that we understand that that's where multiplication comes from. When I was in 3rd grade and memorizing my multiplication facts, I did not understand this and I was not good at memorizing my multiplication facts. So I think it's because my teacher said, here's this information to learn, you just have to memorize it. And I was not a good memorizer. So that's why I spend so much time thinking about math these days, to make it easier for the kids who are like I was and have a hard time. Okay, so enough of my story. Underneath that we have a multiplication equation, but it's blank. So I have no idea what to put there. So let's look at the next part. I have some addition sentences and they seem to go along with this model with the 4 circles and the pigs, the 3 pigs in each circle. Notice that this first one says 0 plus 3. Well, that must be describing this first circle. I had 0 pigs, then I got 3 in this circle. How many pigs do I have now? You said 3. Nice job. Now I move on to the next circle. I now have 3 pigs. They're hanging out in this circle over here. Now I have another circle with 3 pigs. So 3 plus 3. How many pigs do I have? 6. Nice job. Move over 1 circle. I now have 6 pigs. I'm adding 3 more. I now have 9 pigs. Okay, I've got my 9 pigs. I add 3 more. I now have 12 pigs. So that's what it should look like. Okay. Now that I've completed that repeated addition, I can write my multiplication sentence. I actually could have written it just looking at the picture too, if that's what you're thinking. All right, so how many groups do I have? 4, so that's going to be my first number. How many pigs are in each group? 3, that's my second number. And what is my total, or my product, if I'm going to use some multiplication vocabulary? 12, nice. I also know that because when I added it up, I got the answer 12. If these numbers didn't match, I would have to go back and find my mistake. All right, underneath the model, I have some subtraction problems. I'm guessing this is because division is repeated subtraction. So let's start on the left-hand side where it says 12 minus 3. So in this scenario, I start out with all the pigs and I'm sending them away 1 piece at a time. Maybe I'm giving them away to my friends. Maybe I'm selling pigs. I don't know. It could be anything in your mind that you want to make up. So I start out with 12 pigs and I get rid of 1 group. I get rid of 3. That leaves me with 9 pigs left over. Well, I'm not done yet. I have my 9, but I'm going to get rid of another 3. That leaves me with 6. I have 6. I'm going to get rid of another 3. That leaves me with 3. I have my final 3 and I give those away too. And I'm left with 0 pigs. So that's repeated subtraction. I start with a lot and little by little, I send it away. Okay, now I can write my division problem or division equation. So I start with my total. How many pigs did I start with? 12. So that's my first number. Now remember, for division, I can write the equation either way. There's not 2 here, so I'm not going to get the chance to write 2 division equations. I'm going to have to pick one, and that's totally fine. I'm going to divide it by 4 because I had the 4 groups, and it's easier for me to say 12 pigs divided into 4 groups. You can say 12 pigs divided into groups of 3. Totally fine. You just have to then have the right answer to match it. So 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 12 divided into 4 groups equals 3 pigs in each group. All right, the last part of this model is another sentence. Division is repeated subtraction. Division is repeated subtraction. So I tried to make this look kind of like a hamburger. So we have our sentences on either end, like the bun, and then maybe we have some cheese, our multiplication and division sentences, and then maybe lettuce or tomato or ketchup, whatever you want, is our addition and subtraction, and then the meat is this model. So that's what I was thinking, why we organized it that way. All right, down below we have another model that we can use to show repeated addition and repeated subtraction, multiplication and division. So this model is a number bond. We have a 10 at the top and 2 5s. So let's look at our addition. It says 0 plus 5. So if I start out with nothing and I grab one of the parts of the number bond, that's 5, I now have 5. Now I grab the other one, I'm holding both parts of the number bond, that's 5 here and 5 here. I have a total of 10. Nothing else on the number bond to grab, so that's my answer for everything, 10. So 5 plus 5 equals 10, or 2 times 5 equals 10. So yes, repeated addition can just be 2 numbers. That's okay. Now we've got our subtraction. So in this case, remember, I start with both parts of the number bond. Both of them are 5, so I have a total of 10. Then I throw one of the parts of the number bond away. Now I just have 1 left. So I threw away 5. How many do I have left? 5. Okay, so now I've got that one part of the number bond with a 5 in it, and I'm going to throw that away too. So I had 5, I threw away 5. How much do I have left? Nothing, 0. So 5 take away 5 is 0. Now I can write my division equation. Remember, your total always comes first. In this case, it's 10. 10. Now it's only one division equation, so I can choose. I can choose divide it into 2 groups or divide it into groups of 5. I'm going to go with groups of 5 this time. So 10 divided into groups of 5 equal 2 groups. If any part of this seems confusing to you, I want you to go back, watch the old videos, talk to your teacher, because this is the key of what multiplication and division are. Okay, that's it for today's input page. You're ready for your output page. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.